came in over there, ma'am. Hi. Are you, the agenda items tonight you're on? Six G. Okay, for Jakar Holdings? Okay, all right, thank you. Just want to make sure everybody I have, okay. We're, you just. Has she submitted any new drawing? The blank wall in the front, yeah. And what is the permit application for? Was it discussion or was it? I just want to know, I want to add it to the agenda, and if you can email us. But it's gonna have to be a discussion item because it's not published, so we're gonna have to just look at it as a discussion item. And then we'll move it to the next agenda for approval or whatever it is. So I'm gonna make it 6M. What's the name? Or the address? No discussion. I'm sorry. 7A. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. 7A. It's 108. Would it be considered a second review? What was it last time? Give me the minutes. Not on the minutes as I'm under new business 108 or exterior alterations. Yeah. For Beltran is correct. Okay, let me go ahead and get this started. Okay. Discussion. All right, good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this meeting started. This is the Village of Biscayne Park Planning and Design Review Board meeting for Monday, July 24th. The roll call: Edward Leyva.
Here.
Scarlett Hammonds.
Here.
Gage Hartung, I'm here as also. David's not here because he's been, one of his kids has COVID, so he's home.
Oh, no.
And he did notify us, so he's kind of excused. If I'll motion to excuse.
Motion to excuse, David?
Second.
Okay. Ed, Scarlett, all in favor, aye? Aye.
Aye.
He was excused. Okay, but he's tested negative. He's just being precautions. I do have an addition. I have to add it as a discussion item because it was not published, but it's going to be 7A 10840 Griffin Boulevard, Beltran. We saw it last week as an agenda item, or last time as an agenda item. But since it didn't make it to the agenda and she is here, let's go ahead and discuss it, and then we can move it to the agenda for the next meeting for approval. But since it's not published, I can't put it on the agenda for us to vote on for tonight. So we'll go to the residents that are here. First will be 5D. It's 11011 Northeast 9th Court. Lamore revision to permit, addition exterior foyer. They're here. Do you have multiple copies of that or just one? Okay. So. Okay. So they came up and discussed it prior to the meeting. If you look at, the Dropbox, we have an approved plans for a renovation. And they want to do is they have an entry, if you look at S3 with columns, there's like a little like pergola roof kind of thing on the front. But what they want to do is they want to put it out in the front setback, but I explained to him that they have a 30-foot front setback, that what they are proposing to do is not feasible. So they're willing to do it at 30 feet, the columns that are on the front. They want to create like an enclosed front entryway. But what's drawn there is not feasible per our setbacks. So I explained it to you, you understand. You're gonna have to submit a drawing anyway, but so what you're looking to do is put 2 columns at the front setback, 30 feet, and enclose it in, put a front door right there at the front. Okay, which you're allowed to do for the way I'm describing it. We would want to see a drawing probably before we vote on it.
Yeah, and this is not in the Dropbox, right?
No, it's not. So if you look at the first page,
Yeah, no, this is clear. I was just trying to find it there, so it's
yeah,
not.
it's not in the Dropbox.
Sorry, I have a driveway for Lamore.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, there's 2
this is the
different
first item.
applications? Oh, okay.
if you'd like to go to the microphone.
Oh, now I found it. Okay. I was looking at the driveway, sorry. Okay, now I see.
So just to reiterate, what you're looking to do is what you already been approved, but you just want to move the columns out to the 30-foot setback and you want to enclose it. Zoning wise, I think if you stay within that, I think we're all going to be in agreement with it, but we would just need to see a drawing of that. Yes.
Pretty much.
Just.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to enclose that little front porch. that's
Correct.
There.
Correct.
And that's fine. I mean, it's all within the setbacks. You're already, but it's the setback is from the property line, not the street. So
Okay.
are you, whoever told you that or where you got that?
Okay.
That's not correct.
So it's only gonna stick forward
3 feet,
3.5 feet, right?
3 feet from the front of the house. Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and make your revisions on the drawings and
Yeah.
resubmit it, we'll look at it in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But,
it shows
but we,
Foyer enclosed too, because this doesn't.
yeah, they want to enclose the foyer.
Yeah, we're gonna enclose
This
it.
is not showing that right now.
Yeah, yeah, that was what we proposed originally, but yeah.
Should we just table it for a revised?
Yeah.
Motion to table pending a revised drawing?
So basically, we're in agreement. You just have to give us the drawings per it.
Second.
Ed Scarlett, on purpose, aye? Aye. All right.
What I do want to ask is, just to clarify, are we able to, obviously, we're gonna get new drawings and everything like that and be a respect of the tying that we've been doing. So are we able to proceed as long as we have those drawings in? And we'll call in like maybe a courtesy inspection throughout the way, just to make sure it's all documented.
Well, where are you at with your other permits? They've been issued?
Yeah, yes,
They're-
they've been,
they're-
yes, yes. So we're
Lamore.
just not trying to stop, just to obviously, like we did earlier with this one, we called out for a courtesy inspection. They were telling us, come and talk to the board about the foyer design. So that's why we're here today. So
You were actually starting to do the work with that before?
No,
and
not
got
with
caught
this.
By a courtesy
no, not with this. We already started doing that in our remodeling work, is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. But we were trying to do this. So I'm trying to see if it's okay if we can go ahead to do it if we call in for inspection the way you guys said it was okay for us to do it?
I would wait until we get us approved. We have to
Okay.
see some drawings. The
Okay,
inspectors are gonna want to see some kind of drawings to correlate with that.
okay,
So,
Okay.
you might want to be, you could start site clearing and maybe forming your foundations and things like that.
yeah, that's what I mean,
but
like
I
forming
mean,
the foundation.
We
and
meet
stuff.
in 2 weeks, so, if you can start prepping, I would say, but I wouldn't put anything in the ground just yet.
Okay, okay,
Until we've seen the drawings and approved it.
okay, sounds good, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty good. Okay, so the next is also Lemoore.
Yeah.
Since you're here, 6H11102 Northeast Ninth Court, for a driveway.
You guys already had nobody, but I think the last meeting, it wasn't, for whatever reason, it wasn't part of the agenda, so you guys told us to include it.
So it's just a concrete like brick pattern from the street all the way up.
Correct.
14 feet wide. The design, everything.
Is there any driveway now or no?
No,
No.
there's nothing there, right?
No.
Good. Just lot coverage. Is there the sheet filled out?
There's calculations around, what is it?
One.
Yeah, she won.
But it's also the thing is on the very last page, the actual calculation.
Oh,
32 and 34%. Swale 34. Driveways 32. And it's just concrete, right? What's gonna be in between the
Just some fake grass and the turf, yeah.
Motion approved.
second,
Ed Scarlett, on favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, you're good on that. Thank you, sir.
All right, Nate. So in 2 weeks, we have to come back to another board to show present the drawing. of
Yeah,
the-
but I would submit it. I
Yeah.
would get it drawn up and get it submitted to the Dropbox so it
Yeah.
can be on our agenda.
Correct, correct.
Yeah,
Prior.
there's a deadline a week prior to being on the
Monday.
next hearing, right? So we have to
Okay.
give 1 week probably from now.
Okay, yeah, we'll get it done. That's fine. All right,
Go ahead and place it on the agenda. We tabled it. But it's just they have to submit the drawing, get it onto the Dropbox.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
See next time.
All right, next will be 6B, Pagani, 666 Northeast 115th Street, replace roof tile. Right here. 6B. Pagani.
Last page has a colors.
So it's just a tile for tile? Spanish S clay roof tile. And it's terracotta. Okay.
Motion to approve.
second.
Ed Scarlett, on favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, motion carries. You're good. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for waiting. I'm just gonna go try and get everyone that's here. So next on the agenda in order will be 6E 1010 Northeast 121st Street, Antoine Joseph. Installation, okay, installation of impact doors and 17 windows.
Who is the contractor?
It's right here.
Which on the floor plan with the schedule, which is the front elevation? Is it the bottom of the page or the? Sure.
It looks like it probably is.
Making, checking since there's a door on each elevation, it's a little clear. So just want to make sure which is your front, okay.
Do you guys have this? The actual class layout? Because they're not.
Yeah. We have that.
How that's, the concept where they're large. we just go horizontal and then we mimic, the buttons on the glass to simulate.
Okay, that's very important.
Yeah, we did that, I think we had this conversation.
Yes, because we were just running into the horizontal roller. Is that on here somewhere? Because we've got like
Yeah.
65 pages. Yes, sir.
There it is, I think that was, we just had to move it right there. Which page? Six.
Okay. Okay, so you're applying on Windows?
Yeah, we're focused on.
On the
glass to do this simulation of-
So window number 3, 4, and 6 are horizontal rollers, but you're gonna add horizontal buttons to mimic the single homes. And the color, the windows,
Right, it's H, that's why I give you, there is a.
bronze frame, clear glass.
Um,
Okay. Okay, we take that too. Okay, so they're gonna be bronze, no more, gonna be white. There you go with that.
Motion to approve.
Scarlett? Ed, all in favor say aye, aye.
Aye.
Okay, you're good. With the white windows. Okay, thank you, sir. All right. 6G, 11063 Griffin Boulevard, car holdings, alteration and addition. You have plans for us? Okay, you're gonna bring it over here. This is the actual plans for the addition, right? So the last time you were here, you were on a discussion, right? We kind of. We did decide to we moved it to agenda? Okay. Because it wasn't even first reading, I don't think. Okay, let's take a look.
Really had much. From what I remember. Seems like everything was fine.
Okay.
So I included all the area for the rock coverage,
Okay,
so it's less than 50%. And this area is less than 40%. And this one is less than, yeah, everything is in the.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you're right at 49.98. Wow,
Yeah.
you're right up against it. Okay. So this is everything that's you're showing here. Okay.
But yeah,
And this is one that had like, this was connected physically
Yeah.
to the roof or something.
now it's flat. So it was a garage and then you gonna be converted to the gym and art studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So lot coverage is good, setbacks. We'll get to the next page.
One thing I computed is the pervious and impervious calculation.
So it's not, it's the wording on the paperwork is a little. It's not, it shouldn't be using impervious versus pervious. It's lot coverage. And it's like driveway lot coverage.
So this is.
This is fine, 37.73. You have to stay under 40%. So that's. Your maximum hard developed surface or anything that's approved driveway, including gravel or anything like that, is 40%.
So it's only the front yard.
Just on the driveway.
Well,
There's-
it's 50% overall. We everything, right?
Yeah.
50% max lot, that's your driveway, including hardscape, walkways, slabs.
Mhm.
building.
Everything developed.
And then separately, you've got 40% for the driveway.
So this calculation here is this one?
Yeah.
Is it correct? This one?
Well, that's
And
for,
this one is the whole. lot
no.
coverage.
This number here should be this number here. Because this
That's the lot coverage, yeah.
is not for driveways.
Yeah.
This is for this maximum lot coverage.
Then the previous percentage is the lot coverage.
Yes.
Yes,
50%.
total
Yes,
lot
this-
coverage.
This form needs to be replaced already.
Okay.
It's,
alright.
it's a lot
So
of,
but I refer to the.
but you have it here, though.
Yeah. Yeah, let me, put it in.
But then we also have another form of that, that's just for the driveway.
Oh, no.
There's another one for the, but you're gonna come
But
in,
yeah,
you're gonna come in there under a sub permit for the driveway. Right now, we're looking at the master,
Just not.
the master one, yeah. Okay. So the existing house. New house,
Keeping the existing house, but they're moving all the driveway.
Right. Yes.
and the two store, the second pop up here, this is one level, this is one level, this is another level.
Mhm.
So this is, okay,
This is
so,
a flat.
all right, so just you have the multiple levels for flat roofs that is required,
That's the.
and then that's the breezeway. Nice. Pretty.
I think it gives it more of a Miami feel.
Goes from Miami Ranch to Miami Contemporary.
It's all white.
Why, yeah, yeah, she likes very modern, minimalistic design.
And you're accomplishing everything, connecting it with the breezeways like we told you to.
This is the shed. There's a 100, yeah, 100 square feet.
I mean, actually, it's,
This,
Yeah.
yeah, this,
is that existing or is it gonna be new?
there was existing over here. This one is existing shed and then she's gonna demolish it and then this is gonna be new.
Okay,
We have it.
that's coming out.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that one. And then this one is.
So. Okay, so this is the existing plan. So the drive, the garage is separate, but it does have the 10 foot.
Mm.
Okay. Quarters. And 10 for the shed.
Hold on, this is gonna be quick. I don't know.
I mean,
Now the lead time is, yeah, lead time is so long in Miami area.
also they have structures too. It's not just remodeling.
So the total new maximum is 17 feet in the middle of the house. Everything else is gonna be 13 feet and then it's gonna pitch down towards the back. Okay. So it's gonna really tuck away on that lot nicely. Okay. You'll get a separate roof, window permit, which are, I mean, your windows all look fine.
Mm.
You'll obviously get a roof permit. It's a flat roof, so you'll just, it's almost a technicality. For the flat roof permit. Driveway permit. Unless it's existing. I mean, if it's existing, then you're gonna keep it, then there's no. Okay,
So when do we have to submit the roof and driveway
After you get your master,
after?
once the master permit's approved, then you start pulling wires.
Now I have only architectural drawings here.
Yeah, so if I guess if you get approval here
Uh-huh.
and design is gonna stay, then you guys have to go and engage the NFP. structural
Uh,
rules that are going into the building department.
including the architecture. Okay.
For us, we just fill out the architecture, but obviously from us, it goes to the building department. They want all that
Okay.
drawings. Yeah, let's explain this, why they're right at their 50. right?
No, that-
A lot of
all that.
hardscape everywhere.
Let's see that. Little breezeway. Okay, I mean. We're good.
The next step is I prepare the structure, anything else, landscape, video.
Oh, we didn't see we actually, did we see us, is there a landscape, plan here? Sorry,
No,
okay. Yeah, you're gonna need to submit a landscaping plan of like what's existing, what you're planning on removing, What do you-
Fine, but basically a tree survey.
survey.
okay.
Main thing you want to make sure you're not demolishing. Very specific trees. And if you are, then you need properly.
There's a tree survey, structural, anything,
But that's,
Not for us, but let me be for the next step.
the trees for.
Trees for us. to make sure that-
you'll have to come back for the tree permit or for surveying, it's tree surveying. Yeah, so we're gonna, if we say yes, it'll go on to the building department and then all the rest of the trades will take over as far as the MEPs and all that. So
Next week, I will bring the survey, tree survey.
tree surveying,
So it's gonna be third meeting.
Yeah.
But- but it's on the agenda as a voting item. I don't see why we can't just move it forward pending a tree survey.
Make sure that,
Yeah, we didn't hit the tree.
yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
A lot of the thing is a lot of houses existing, right?
Right.
The additions, kind of small buildings, so if it was ground up, new construction. Or whatever, you know, it's there, right?
I don't see any big, well, what is that tree right there? But it's over, this one doesn't look like it's gonna be affected. It's over closer to the, over here.
Yeah, I marked on the site plan.
Yeah.
We kind of measured on the site,
So the intent is like these larger trees, that they're not,
they don't hit the,
the new structures are not where existing large trees are.
they're all existing.
Okay.
As far as the building department, I don't know if you're having head, you have to go through the process of the county. Yeah, it's not for us, but we're asking what else might come up that might come up when you submit for the permit, you know, the building department might request. You know, from the county for the septic.
Yeah, so we move to a building department.
I'm fine, motion to approve.
Yeah, second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Chair.
Okay, the plans are approved. Okay, that was Ed and Scarlett on Britain and pass 3-0. But it wasn't published. Okay, next will be, 6I, 11335 Northeast 8th Court, Diaz for a pool. Hello. Correct. It wasn't on the agenda. She did submit it. Did she get an email saying that she did? That is, that kind of looks like a generic one edge. Okay, so we're doing a pool.
You're the applicant? Yeah, is the pool's not existing, correct? Oh, okay, but it's on the survey. Yeah, like you have a survey submitted from Ibarra and Associates and it shows the pool.
They drew it on the survey, yeah. Okay, so the most important thing is it's 11 feet to the rear, 21 feet to the other side and 24 feet to the other side. So it's pretty much dead center of the back of your property. You just need a lot coverage. an 8,000 square foot lot. Existing 3,100, and then the pool is an additional 336 plus deck, so you're up to under 4,000 square feet.
They've got the, in the
Oh, there it is right there,
last
okay.
page of the package. With the calcs.
Oh, it's there. 33% lot coverage.
Motion to approve.
Throw it ahead. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. You're good. Thank you, ma'am. All right, next will be six L 12015 Northeast Seventh Avenue, Tepto Natasan. Installation of new aluminum fencing gate. Fence along the property line is shown.
Little diagram on the third page.
So the yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you have a corner lot. If you like, can you please come up to the front, please? Yeah.
There's always special rules
I
for the
know.
corner lots, so.
But this fence is far away from the corner, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, around 50 feet maybe?
Yeah, so our code stipulates that you cannot have fences in the front of the house. Okay, but on corner lots, you're allowed to have special circumstances because of corner lots, because you have a very small yard.
Mm-hmm.
So where you want to put your fence, it's called a bump out. So you're allowed to have a bump out on one side of your property.
Okay,
The only thing is that you cannot go, the maximum you can go out from the front is 15 feet. And you want to go all the way out 29 feet.
15
so-
is the maximum I can go? I
Yeah,
cannot
so
go all the way to the
You
property?
can't go
line?
all the way to the property line. You can go 15 feet. And you can have what you're looking for, but you just can't go all the way out 29. So
Mm,
unfortunately, the way it's written, the way you have it designed right now, it would not meet our codes. But if you wanted to cut it back to 15, we could consider that now if you're willing to.
I have to
okay.
see where 15 would be, but yeah. And what about it has to be on the property line on the other direction as well, or can I move in between like because I have two windows there? As of now, I have green fence and I'd like to go behind that because you can't actually see inside with the green fence. I just wanted to put the aluminum behind so it would be enclosed, but you can't actually see anything. Yeah, it's a Japanese boxwood, I think is that name of that.
Oh, so it's like a hedge.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a hedge.
Yeah, I would like to put that behind it. So it would be enclosed and safe, but you wouldn't actually see. That's why we're applying aluminum so the tree can go can grow, in between.
So to answer your question, are you saying you want to move the fence across in front of the house? Is that's what you meant?
No, not in front of the house. Because I have two, I have the main door and then two windows.
Mm.
And the trees are in between those two windows. So if I could follow everything that I have in trees, it would be perfect, actually. I put on the property line because I thought that would be the maximum you allowed, but if you allowed me to follow where the tree is, will be even better. Because then it will be.
Unfortunately, I'm not really following exactly where you're saying, but you're
Can
not
I
allowed to
can
have,
show
you can't. Sure, just if you can just point. Okay. There's none. So hedges are something in our code, it's pretty liberal on. So when people want to enclose the front of their house and things like that, you know, you can put a hedge in without, you don't even need a permit for a hedge. You know, as long as it's on your property. So you're enclosing the front of your property with a hedge is totally legal. It's within the thing. The thing is you're not allowed to have this fence in front of the house. So you're coming out from the corner here is correct, except you can only come out 15 feet and go across here. Point to where the gate is, what do you mean?
They have a little pedestrian gate.
Oh, so just have one gate instead of two?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just crossed into a whole another thing. Okay, so yes, you can have the 15 feet across with one gate. Okay, you can find it. Now, we do allow pedestrian gates. Okay, so you can have a gate like in between your hedges at the end of your walkway. So you can take one of the gates and put it out there. Okay, now let me just get the code out really quick and I'll read it to you. It's, the way the code is written is you have exactly 30 feet. So it's 15 from the property line, 15 from the house. So it's 50, you have to meet in the middle. And the reason they write it that way is sometimes people have 28 feet only, so it's 50. You can't get any closer than 15 feet to the property. So that's why it's 15, so that makes sense. Accessory structures, into the wall. Okay. Okay, so pedestrian gates located in the front yard shall not exceed 6 feet high and shall not exceed 5 feet wide. So you can have here a 6-foot high pedestrian gate, no more than 5 feet wide. So you could have like, you know, 136-inch door with the hedges up to it. So conceivably, you can completely enclose the area, you know, but it's hedge, you know, and then you can enclose this up to 15 for, you know, a dog or kids from going out or people from coming in. But that's your limitations as far as your what you're allowed to do in your property. So, it's up to you. I don't, was this noted on, or just a new wood?
Yeah, it has a little
Okay,
pedestrian
new wood gate, yeah, okay. Like right here. Okay,
Yeah, on the street view, they have like a white fence that's.
so you can
Straight
come
from
out
the
here
corner.
15. Yeah, 6 feet up to 15.
Even though this is all covered, something very small, like nothing.
No. It's meant to. Northeast, 120 northeast. Yeah, yeah. Are they? Northeast 7th Avenue. Yeah, I'm just saying, the thing is, I don't. Yeah, so the thing is like, I
So
don't know if their
who
house.
they're talking, you know who they're talking about? That the.
The lady that was here last time, that's.
Last
that's-
time, who's got that fence is a violation. It was built without a permit. And she came here to get an after the fact permit, which got denied. So that little low wood that's 3-4 feet, that's all the way is gonna have to be removed and put back.
Plus her front door faces 100 and.
Yeah, it's a different situation because it's her side, not her front, but it's also not allowed to be where it is.
Yeah, so this is, that's a big thing because this is your front.
No, I just was looking on Street View and she was just here at the last hearing, so I remember it, but.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your house or your fence? No, that's, so you have a 30, you're in a corner lot, so you have a 30-foot setback and you have a 30-foot setback. You pretty much have maxed out your buildable area going this way. You could go back to 10 feet here, so you have 10 feet here and you have a pool here, so you're locked up against your pool there, so you're really, your buildable area is to go up on top of your existing house. Or you can go back to 10 feet and go across the back here. But this is 30, this is 30, these are pretty much the front setback. You're welcome. So reapply this and you just on your, consider what we're saying, reapply it. It'll be on our next agenda in 2 weeks. But on the new wood gate, please just put dimensions, 6 foot high by 3 foot wide.
So just motion to table till next.
A second.
Ed Scarlett, I'm here to say aye.
Aye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw, so. Just the two. Just the revised elevation.
Well, I don't normally get emails, cause I'm on, not.
Ed, can you show it to her?
Oh, yeah.
You added a little clear story window and some wood detail on the front wall. That's pretty. Okay, so on me, so.
Well, you don't have to be in the.
You don't, I mean, if we're saying it looks good, it's the next meeting's really gonna be a technicality.
Yeah, so this is like, this view is looking at- like, this is cutting section.
Yeah, because if I show the other.
Yeah, yeah.
The house, we're gonna be able to-
No,
So
this is basically.
did you, and in the original application, is there lot coverage and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, and we looked at that. Okay,
Right.
So where it is to.
great.
continue
So-
the same.
So unfortunately, there must have been something that you didn't get onto the agenda, and because it has not been published, we can't vote on it. But we can review it. I think it looks good. Again, it's exactly what we wanted. You have, we can take you have 3 heads shaking here that if it comes on the next agenda, you don't have to be here. If you're bringing in exact,
We'll all remember which project it is. We're not gonna say, oh, there's nobody here representing, and we're not gonna talk about it. It'll.
but I could get a motion to move this to the agenda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But let me ask you, I'm gonna show you something, this is the word. Now that I have to go back anyway. At some point. Is there a bigger screen? It's just for. Why don't you break? Again, this detail has to be. Above the ground. because
Oh, is that like a?
Is that like a
I
planter?
have- But this.
And you're at the setback is what you're saying. Yeah.
the actual hole. So what I can do is use as a foot on the ground and have some.
I plan on 8
No,
on the other side.
No, again, I have to.
No, she's just saying she won't let it touch the ground.
No,
So-
I'm just saying, but if you're only projecting it 4 feet, 4 inches in front of the.
Well,
block wall,
I don't think
how
she,
you
I think
get-
it's just
how you
clad.
get in?
Yeah.
No, she's just
Just
cladding
next to it.
block. She's just saying that the seat, the stucco wall, right at 50.
Oh,
Gonna
okay.
add a finish that's gonna bring it down 3, 4 inches that she's worried about.
And just, and lever it out over that's fine. Okay. I thought it was like a.
No, not like a gap.
decorative block,
No,
like a
no.
gap.
She's gonna be 4 inches shy of her setback.
So again, I should be that. That is more safe, because it's the same thing that I have to put, right? But this is something that I was the homeowner, and then they replied after I submitted everything. They said, you know what, we really like that.
So here's the deal, our concern was a big blank wall. In
Oh.
both options, you are addressing the big blank wall, so I think if whatever one comes back to us in 2 weeks, we would be amenable to either one.
I'm not told the homeowner, we're okay. We're gonna go with this,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go ahead and order the rest of the team, so we're because we're gonna be fine for the next meeting. We will come back with this.
So if you'd like, we can do a motion to move it to the agenda. next meeting.
You're still on discussion, so,
No, I'm just
but
saying-
to make sure that you're on a voting item and not on discussion, right? So a motion to move 7A to a voting agenda for the next hearing.
So the three of us just said moving forward, it's not us saying yes, but it's pretty much, we're gonna say yes at the next meeting, unless it comes back and it's completely different than what you're going.
Okay, good. All right, so I just have to make sure that I'm going to hold on from the government and not to use time the project.
Okay. But just,
Wait, Istanbul.
but just to be clear, we did not approve it tonight. We're just,
I know, but I need to guys.
yeah, we know what you're supposed to do. And thank you very much for working with us. It's pretty, very nice solution to the blank wall. Enjoy your trip. Oh, lucky you. All right, so we're moving that to the next agenda. Okay. All right, we'll go back up to the top of our agenda. I have minutes from July 10th. 2023 meeting. Okay. So I have on here item number 6B from 6B. Oh, after the fact tabled. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess. 71 to 9. 40 denied. 10840, we tabled that. Which we just talked about. Okay, take a look.
No comments?
I mean, just my typo thing, just at 16 or 5C rather, says like charcoal gray frame, just a charcoal gray. Frame, but. No, we currently frame color charcoal gray. Not a substance. Anything come of the pool that was in the setback? That came up in the pergola?
Oh, no, no, they, next time, so we did upload it from today.
Okay.
So.
But the pool is completed and it's not in, it's in the setback, according to what they told us here.
Pool is complete.
Yeah, and it's in the setback, is what they told us here. Yeah, so anything came of that or no? Just. The village. taking-
Remember that what it was, what we approved and what was built are two different things. We approved the drawing that they approved to us showed it at 10 feet. The
Pool, yeah, and then they revised it and the building official must have approved it without it coming back here.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah, so I'm asking if anything came of it, because basically they built a pool that doesn't comply with our setbacks and somehow it got.
How they
Approved.
changed the drawings.
Yeah, because the building inspector was looking at it. And he told me that. House.
But where did the change happen? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we looked at was one drawing, what was approved with the building permit is the second drawing that we did not look at.
I think I uploaded.
Hold on, it's here, it's back on our agenda again? Okay. I was gonna hear from Pedro about what happened.
I didn't have to, you know,
Yeah, but I don't think the inspector would know because he's not looking for.
He's just looking at the plan.
Yeah, he's just looking at the.
He's going, oh, it looks great.
You
Great, I
you know-
see bar.
You need a motion to approve the minutes?
Yes, please.
That was my motion.
Okay, Ed, all in favor, say aye.
this one. 685.
Which, from last week, what are we talking about? No,
It is-
16 as in. The 6 from last week. Yeah, 6E from last week. It was the folks on 113th and 8th or 9th court that were here for a pergola above the pool. Pergola got denied because it was not the proper setback, and during the hearing, they told us, oh, but actually, the drawing showed the pool incorrectly in the setback. We asked about it, and they said, oh, that's how we built it. It's already been improved. Dude, I didn't mean to derail the hearing. I was just curious.
No, it's a really good.
We did pull switch, went over, and then, I uploaded the.
Are you sure you know what we're talking about?
I know, because we did look at the.
Somewhere between the approved planning board and the approved village, the drawings change. I mean, it's kind of done and built, so I don't know what to be done at that point.
But,
I was just-
Or they could have just built it in the wrong place.
All right, so this is what we approved. 10 feet. Then when they,
Trees were put, there's no building inspector.
Setback.
this is what this person.
no, no. No. This looks like the applicant, this is what they applied to us for, and we actually approved it. This has nothing to do.
Well,
with-
so the interesting question is, did they ever really get that changed to the full shape or approved, or did they just built it, it got inspected because inspector's not checking setbacks?
But last time when last week when they were here, they, the drawing that was on the box, which is the approved plans, showed the new layout.
Oh, so you did see an approved stamp set of plans with the new layout.
Because this is not, this is what we approved.
But perhaps they got a survey, used survey as their basis for the.
No, but I think when they had their little huddle, I think Gage is saying, he saw, they pulled up what was the city record of the approved pool drawings.
Oh.
And it showed it, so.
Dr. Pedro about this?
Well, so the village of El Portal, they kind of will have some issue with zoning not being inspected. So they just initiated a zoning inspection. Real recently, I'm actually one of the inspectors. So, what they do is they charge,
This is.
applicants $125 for the inspection. So it's not like if we wanted to do that, it's not like we would have to take it on as part of our general fund. We would pass it on to the applicants and we could actually we could have them pay for a zoning inspection.
Part of their.
Yeah,
Is this what was submitted last time?
This is what they just.
have a consultant just. do that.
Because these are changed now. This is not what was submitted last week.
No, this is the latest.
Comment here on it.
Yeah, this is what,
Just do it and then it would just the pass through.
Show me the master permit that they have.
Is,
Well, this
This
is what this is what we suggested they do. They move the columns back to the 10-foot setback. The issue is this little pool here is not on our, this is what we approved. We saw 10 feet right there and we approved it. This is like 2 or 3 feet into the setback. So this is not what we approved, but that's what has been built. So if you go back to their, Open Gov thing. Do they have their master plan? Building permit, new edition. So that's the updated one. But. Hold on.
This is what you would.
But that's not what we looked at last time. But, hold on, keep going. Pool master, right there, keep going up, scroll, right there. Pool master permit, click on that one. Right here.
Would be very ironic, though. The two drawings and then put the one of the print on the drawing.
So here's what,
Permit, you know?
this is what we approved. See how the hot tub does not jut around there? So go back to where we were just at here. And open it. February 20th, there's another date for that. That was like May or something like that, which they got the final approval plans. That's the one.
Well, the final approval will be here because we already stamped. Stamp plans.
Right there, no plans. Okay, so. I totally agree that we should have zoning, as I've said that for years, that somebody's gotta go out and look and make sure it's done. Not just, oh, that roof has been built properly. you know.
No, they.
Talk to the new manager.
Scroll down.
Get a system together.
They look at the plans when they go out. They got their own iPads. and then they go back. Confirm that it's-
Yeah, but I can tell you from my own experience, they're not checking for setback issues, like, you know, if I do an addition on my house and I build a big CMU wall and I get it inspected, they're just checking the reinforcement,
Same stamp plan.
spacing, they're not looking at my 10 feet from the property line.
Look right there. And it's got a stamp on it. See how that's different? No, this part here. It's not here. I'm gonna draw on this. There's they added this. And it's not 10 feet from the side setback. And then we didn't catch it until they submitted, here's right here. But. See, they changed it. Now it's 7'6" instead of 10 feet. And what happened is when they went to apply for the pergola, that's when we were like, what? And we're like, no, that's, we couldn't have approved that. We know, we would have caught that in a heartbeat, which is what we did. This is what we approved. Not that. Well, that's our question is how did the village?
Yeah, so
that's the village-
that's how this conversation started. We're asking how that got in there. 'Cause it didn't come before us.
How did it go from here to there and the village stamped it without noticing the difference? That was our question.
You got me there.
So
That's-
no,
that's-
that's your,
that's
that's your,
Dina's.
that's your
That's
question.
Dina's.
That's your
Yeah.
question to the Pedro or to,
So what we sus-
What we're looking at, we're not. It's-
this is what we, that's what we were questioning last. This is
what
not-
we suspect is they came here, they got an approval for a certain design, that went to the building department, that got approved. And after that, they came back with a revision, said, oh, we want to change our pool, submitted it. And then it just never came back here. Just got looked at by building, electrical, structural, whoever looks at it. But at that point, it had a non-complying setback that no one
So
caught.
you look at that. You look at the top. This is what we approved. Existing, well, that's the existing pool. That's the pool that they took out, whatever they did to it. Yeah, so the final stamp design drawings are the incorrect, it's not the hot tub, it's not the hot tub that we approved. We approved that. Even here, look, you know. Are these our notes?
Yeah.
Are these our notes or no? No, your notes, okay. Somehow there was a switcheroo in the drawings. So it's, you know,
So then,
so go back to here. Over here. Okay, now, go back to attachment. Okay, go up to the application, which would have been. The pool. This all, okay, so go back up to the top. Let me click on that. So look, here's what we approved on February 20th. So look at February 20th. See how it's flat? 10 feet? That's what we looked at. New existing pool to remodel and rename. So somewhere between February 20th and new drawings, which was whatever, May something, there was a little through. Here. The final stamp problem. See how it's different? So that's what we were questioning on. So look at the February 20th. Okay, back up to the agenda, old business 5A, 661 Northeast 120th Street, Wayland Group, new flat roof. Table this in the first.
I was gonna ask, yeah, why is this old business on? I mean, it's a flat roof for that house in that cul-de-sac that got the variance and the weird little tuck corner,
The new one,
the new one.
maybe because it's a sub permit? Yeah. Motion.
Motion approved.
Second.
Ed and Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, next will be 5B, 947 Northeast 117th Street, Rodriguez, Ortega addition. Did we move this to,
I think if I recall, we looked at it, it was on discussion maybe, and we said that it was an addition. We said, well, it's on the back. Looks,
tying all the roofs together?
yeah, it looks basic enough that we would just put it on the agenda.
Okay. Okay,
It's all in the back.
The roofs look, the roof lines are fine, lot coverage looks fine.
But it says 25%, that's.
The last comments. Parking, oh,
For,
this, for this, for the, 947.
25.
No. Just looking.
Huh? What was it?
Says here, issue two, extended metal roof is not included as another activity.
Okay.
what are they here for then?
What are we here for now is the question.
What are they applying for?
Plans, addition of.
We've already applied, we've already approved it.
Yeah, that previous calc sheets from 2021.
Oh, maybe that's existing.
I mean, it's still showing.
Oh, I'm just saying, I think we probably approved it and just didn't catch that the numbers don't make any sense.
But they're not applying for a roof. It doesn't say roof. What are they applying for?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any.
Addition.
But we already approved it, didn't we? Sorry, Ed?
No, I was saying, I'm just trying to find like something clouded to indicate they're coming in for a change, but.
Backlines, speaking, 839 square. The last attachment that they, uploaded is term, then the previous and previous. They also uploaded plumbing work plans.
So we've already approved this. So it sounds like those are all.
July 16. Is that the,
So I just pulled up the original. See if there's anything different. The original was from.
Oh, I found something clouded on 82.
Is that a subject? Boring. Is that a soil test or something like that? 8 OL boring 8.22 times. Brainfield? Is that what you're referring to, Scott?
I'm trying to make it so I can read it. It's so small.
And it's got some initials by it. Somebody has signed off on it. Can we just table this? Cause
Yeah, maybe.
let the building department tell us why it's on our agenda. As far as I know, we've already approved it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the original application, whoever it was, and it seems mostly the same.
I mean, the lot coverages has 7/17/2023 on it. Maybe that changed a little bit.
I mean, where do you see that?
Page number 16. Second to last page, third to last page, one.
Yeah. That is different because they went up. It-
Well, hold on, maybe I didn't download it, so my thing is, but it's the third to last page.
It was 85 pages.
Hold on, 83. So,
Yeah, it says 28%. And
A
then,
little bit more accurate than, well,
So,
barely.
yeah, no, I don't think either.
so as far as I know, we're still our lot coverage is fine, so if that's what it's an updated lot coverage. That's why it's back on our agenda.
I mean, the pages in the back are all about the septic tank.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is just related to the septic getting incorporated now into plans, which we don't care about. But that's what the back, like the portion of these drawings appear to be about.
Yeah, I see.
Because the plumbing drawings are dated 2021. But the septic drawings are.
They're from January.
So
Table it for more info.
we can, I'm guessing it's septic related. Motion to table item 5B pending clarification of what we're looking at.
We're just tabling it for more info. Why is that on our agenda?
Yeah, tabling it for you to tell us
Why it's-
why we're looking at it. I think it's about the septic. That's my best guess.
Ed and Scarlett,
Yes.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, we tabled it. Next would be 5C 1030 Northeast 121st Street, Double TT LLC, New Pool.
Anyone remember why this was tabled?
10:30. Hold on.
All I know is it doesn't have any lot coverage calcs, and I don't know if that's the same problem it had before and they just didn't know. They didn't add it, so.
Ten foot side, 11-foot rear. Something to do with the tree.
Okay, so, June 22nd, it was denied, pending lot calculations,
Yes.
waiting clarification, fences.
Yeah, the fences was David's thing,
Yeah,
but the lot coverage was the issue and they haven't submitted them again.
so, and I don't see a fence, anything to do with fences
I mean,
either.
it's the exact same application we looked at a month ago, so.
Okay.
Motion to table?
Table?
Table for lot calculations and fence clarification.
Second.
Well, I mean, we denied it the last time, right? So we still, the denial
Motion to
stands.
deny.
Ed denied, that was okay?
Yeah.
So, all in favor, say aye, so it's still denied. Okay. Next, 6A, new business, 1510 Northeast 119th Street, Vandermeer, new permanent fence, white PVC.
These are the guys that were gonna like do a construction fence, then
Yes.
went back and forth what they want to make it permanent.
Yes, so, because the thing that happened is the chain link fence on the east side and on the back side are actually in really poor condition. And we were considering them part of the construction fence. And so he got some notice from the building department that those fences were not appropriate building fences. So he decided to go ahead and let's just go ahead and build the permanent fence.
Okay,
So he is going to do it, and I think he said 50 feet. It's gonna start about 50 feet back from the street, so because.
Yeah, because the only thing is we don't have a
Yeah.
building structure plan here to see where the front corners of the house are, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so he
He
but
does say on each side of home. Yeah.
that's a setback, so it's logical.
yeah, he actually emailed, he was not gonna be here tonight, so they sent it to me for my
Oh,
opinion,
you're
and
right.
I said, it should, what is that dimension? And it's like 50 feet.
The- Oh, yeah, we do.
Lower the answers.
Um,
The fence will begin 50
Or-
feet from the north property line on both the east and west boundaries. And also, the existing large trees will to remain, and they're gonna go around the trees.
Motion to approve.
seconds.
They would say aye. Carries. There is, just to be aware, there is some issue with the neighbor questioning the trees. There was a letter sent to the village manager and mayor about it. Basically, but that's
Not-
not anything to do with zoning. It
Yeah,
has to
and
do with
it's
the neighbors.
Not the neighbor that it's a lot split from, the other neighbors.
The other neighbor. So it's the neighbor to the east. Because all these trees, if you look at the survey on page 2, or whatever it is, those trees are like right on the property line. And so she wrote a letter saying that she's concerned about the trees falling onto her property or onto her house. And so the letter was forwarded to our village attorney. The village attorney gets to, the village gets to address that. It has nothing to do with zoning. I mean, they're right here on the survey. So they're literally right on the property. Hopefully they can work that out. All right, next will be 6C, 750 Northeast 117th Street, Rosenberg, Montero, install 2 gates and repair fence. Gates, they're at the front corner and they're in the back, and the fence is purple or red thing, I'm sorry, red.
I guess they're just doing like a knee wall.
So it's a wall, not a fence.
Yeah, that's a very low wall, three courses high.
3 blocks high. Okay.
They just
They
want
don't have
like-
any dogs or anything like that. Oh, I see. They're mimicking the wall on the other side.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Start with that. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Carries. 6D, 846 Northeast 116th Street, Paris re-roofing. Flat roof house.
This,
This is the pool.
he had a little pedestrian gate. and He's been here a bunch of times, pergola, deck, pool,
It's a flat roof.
mission style.
Yeah.
Second.
And Scarlett, on for say aye. Aye. Approved. Next would be 6F, 11018 Northeast 8th Avenue. Carosi Gomez, installation of flat roof again. On the roof. Installation approved. Not in scope, the rest of the roof. GAF, low slope. System. Yeah, that's fine.
Motion to approve.
Scarlett Ed, Humbert, aye, aye. Motion carries, Next, 6J, 11414 East 9th Avenue, Guzman replacement 15 windows. Okay, so Windows number 86274. Isn't that like right and says floor plan, isn't that? an
Right
eight?
next to floor plan.
Or is that a 5? I think it's a 5. Sorry.
2 5s, 2 7 4 and 6.
Okay,
So. Right? HR,
does it say HR?
for 5, yes. 7, yes. The other one,
6,
Two.
2, 7, 4.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
2. Who is 8, that's single home then? Which is a little one, but I mean, for me, that's like tucked in the corner of a side elevation.
Not facing the street.
I mean, it's on the front of the house, but not facing the right of way. 6.
HR. So number 2 and 3.
It's only 2 that's.
Motion.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, motion carries. Was Ed Scarlett. Next will be 6K 11620 Northeast 10th Avenue, Wilson Denise, re-roof metal and flat. Metal. Okay. Or an existing metal roof then? 11620. Northeast 10th.
Color is gray, so that part. It's It's like a concrete pile. But. Does have overhangs.
Do they have the proper?
They don't have a diagram in the package.
That's the little house that's sandwiched between the other two. I mean, it looks like they do have the necessary overhangs, but they need to provide the documentation.
So,
What
motion
was
to
the-
approve contingent to them submitting the roof overhang diagram.
With proper documentation, the 6-inch fascia.
Yeah.
And what is the color?
Gray.
Great, it's in the back.
Okay, so the color's good. Okay, so a motion to table?
Second.
Wait, what?
Is it a table?
Oh, no, you motioned to.
I was making a contingent upon submitting it, but. Table.
I want to see it, not after.
Motion to. Table.
Okay, Ed Scarlett, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The fascia and the overhang.
Yeah.
And proof, like photos.
Now, there's, as you can see, I don't know if you're looking at street view or even the roof diagram, right? The the gabled roof, the pitched roof kind of overlaps the flat roof.
Yeah,
So they're not gonna have any quote unquote overhang there because it's roof on roof.
but it looks like the flat roof even has over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the house does,
The portion of the metal roof that's basically on top of the flat roof does not have an overhang, right? Because it's.
because it's technically not overhanging
Yeah,
part of the roof, no. Sure. It'll look nice on this house. Been stung a few times, so we have to be extra cautious. Okay, so I think we've completed the agenda. Anything I've missed? Nope. This is signing, so this is garbage. This is signed minutes, so that's done. Okay, our next meeting will be August 7th. So 2 weeks from tonight,
We'll go
August
back to a normal first Monday.
7th and 21st. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody will be here
I will not.
Okay. for the 7th, right? You just confirm, make sure David is here. He doesn't have COVID. All right, so we're good for August 7th. Anything further? Motion to adjourn? Okay, Ed, Charlotte,
Second?
stay with the aye. Aye. Okay, we're adjourned at 8:04. Please turn off your microphone.
Did you see the awning looks fine? Gage thinks they did it smaller than.
That's not what we want to draw. Cool, so that one, there was no calculation. Oh, so there, it's actually a little tiny clouded. But is there a fence? So it is, they actually do a cloud, they put it on, they put it on a full drive. But, so this is the actual full drive.
They didn't do the sheet. This, right? They just built up the form,
Yeah.
It's kind of.
So even though they did it, they need to fill out a form. And then they provide fencing. That we don't see, I don't see. Well, actually, no, it's on here too. Okay, so let's. All right, so we're gonna look at, we're gonna adjourn at 8:06. Adjourn. But we're still being recorded. We're still on microphones. So we're gonna look at 1030 Northeast 121st Street, double TT LLC new pool. We just denied it again because we did not see that there is a fence in the pool. So they actually are providing it on the drawing that there's a 6-foot tall fence,
Over your shoulder.
new gate right here per permit. And the calculations. I didn't see it. And here's the calculations right here. See, and you have a cloud around it. There's a cloud. 4,497. Am I reading that correctly? Yeah. 35%.
Yeah.
So
They're all.
motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Okay, so, it is Scarlett, and we are approving it. All for say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so it went from denied to approved. We just changed the vote, so don't, just change it. Yeah, just change it. You don't have to write that we are reconvening or anything.
Another.
It is on the.
Motion
agenda,
to adjourn the re-adjourned.
And we adjourn again. Okay.
Good catch.
Yeah, thank you.